one shot. You only get one shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
Tonight on EA Sports.
Tyler Bass about ready to get us going.
And we are underway from Cincinnati.
Taking in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 at the 26-yard line. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
And he comes to the end of the season leading the NFL in passing yards. And that's not necessarily something you set out to do at the beginning of the year, but it's a good illustration of how remarkable and consistent he's been all season.
Burrow on play action. Oh, great grab by Chase. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 3 from the 9. Jet sweep, Boyd with it. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Now it's Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 127 yards, and a score.
And he's trying to prove the adage, it's not just how you start, it's how you finish. And he is finishing awfully strong, takes great care of his body. I expect him to go ahead and put a capper on this season.
It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down. Well, what a good contest here for our first Monday night game of 2023. Happy New Year, one and all, and thanks for pulling yourself away from all those college bowl games going on. For this, a great matchup between two of the real up-and-comers in the AFC.
16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The Bills had 4 and 11 on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
14 yards that time for number 14.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell.
And the Bengals are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 4 catches, 96 yards, and a touchdown. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
And he now has 8 touchdowns on the season, and I just know this: he's going to be so eager to run routes in this one and try and get to the end zone at least 2 more times. 10 is a key number. Really signifies that you've had a big year.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 43. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Burrow.
Throw left side complete to Chase. He'll get it inside the 20.
Touchdown!
Jamar Chase.
40 yards.
And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So that challenge, a successful one.
They'll give it to Mixon. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this,
it is cold.
And it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
So right after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway and a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on 3rd down.
They would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
Throwing on 1st down is Allen.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On the counter, this is Singletary. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. Pretty good play by both the thrower and the catcher there, Charles. 3rd down, showed a lot of trust in his receiver.
And what I liked about the play was his receivers understanding that everything wasn't on time back in the pocket. Rhythm was off a little bit. He adjusted as well and gave them a chance to complete that play.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Allen. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Allen now looks to throw. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Bills drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the 2nd drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. There's a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense. You look at the numbers for him, and 1,000 yards obviously well within his sights barring injury. He will get there. The question, will he get there in this game?
Well, he would love to. Duh, right? Of course he would. But, you know, watching him play this year, we often talk about defenses, allocating extra resources to try and stop a guy of his ilk, right? But you know what else kicks in? His pride to say, okay, I don't care how many you throw in my direction, I'm still going to find a way to get open. I will use different moves. I will move against formation. I will come underneath routes and try and run through some people and kind of get natural picks in order to work his way open. He wants to get that 1,000, and he doesn't want any less passes to come to his direction.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They will throw on first down with Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A good gain on first has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. To the air again, Burrow. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Burrow on 3rd down. And he's got Hurst as tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Now Burrow. And again, that's Hurst. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And Burrow going to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Second down and goal. Burrow. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. A final shot before half for Allen. Airing one out for Crowder. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
The kick by Bass is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. The third quarter starts with a run by Singletary. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Allen going to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. DJ Reader collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Going deep for Diggs. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Once again, they run with Mixon.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
Dances by him. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Joe Mixon, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes it a 21-10 game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And some room to work. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, 61 yards.
And the Bills are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. Allen will try to throw for it. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it?
Now Burrow loses the football.
Now this is picked up by the Bills, and it'll be 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football.
Touchdown, Bills! O.J. Howard, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Bills have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter.
They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And he will not make it to the goal line here. So they'll be unable to bump this lead up to a field goal as it remains a 1-point game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. Under pressure, they got him again. Ed Oliver, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Crowder now to return. Gets by him at the 25. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Allen going to give this one to Singletary to about the 48-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To the air, Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. And the tackle there by Jermaine Pratt.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 12-yard line. A give up the middle to Singletary. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Throwing, Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he loses the football a 2nd time. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Singletary again. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And quickly they get to the line. Back to throw. Allen. Knox with a nice catch. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. So Allen's going to look to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan of how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.